Hey guys, you're watching BTech. I'm Basil, and this is a comparison between the OnePlus 5 and the Nokia 8 video. The OnePlus 5 has electrical image stabilization versus the optical image stabilization on the Nokia 8. However, it has an optical zoom versus a digital zoom. How will they stack up? I'm going to start off by getting close, testing out the autofocus, and the OnePlus 5 looks a little bit quicker. Let's get right up close again. A little bit quicker, but both get lock on even on a transparent subject, which is notoriously difficult. Now pinch to zoom on the Nokia 8 and pinch to zoom on the OnePlus 5. This is the closest focal zoom on both devices. Despite having the optical zoom at play, the OnePlus 5, at least on screen, doesn't look as good because my handshake is coming through thick and fast. You can pinch out on both devices, get the widest angle again, and we can test out exposure shifting, pointing at the sky, and then pointing at the ground, then pointing at the sky, and then the ground. This is a front camera sample shot on the Nokia 8 and the OnePlus 5. Both phones are shooting in full HD, though the Nokia 8 can shoot a ridiculous 4K from its front camera. Even though the front camera on the OnePlus 5 has a higher resolution, I believe. I'm going to drop some lights to see how they both cope in low light. You can see the OnePlus 5 is exposing my face way more based on what's going on the screen, but the Nokia 8, even though it's really dark, has less on-screen noise all the way, and the OnePlus 5 just pulls detail from my face, ISO through the roof, and the Nokia 8 had some real trouble there. But hopefully this gives you an idea as to how the front cameras stack up. And now onto pictures, and you can see that the OnePlus 5 is relatively cool compared to the warm Nokia 8. Both have a decent amount of detail at the focal point, but when the lights drop and we flick the flash on, the OnePlus 5 wins out with the detail. Despite not having optical image stabilization, it doesn't need to keep the lens open when the flash is on. Flash off though, I was surprised to see that the Nokia 8 actually lost out when it comes to detail. It produced a much softer, more mottled shot. Now moving on to a high contrast scenario, and you can see that the OnePlus 5 produces really nice contrast levels, pulls detail out of the foreground object, in this case the cat, while the background, the sheets, make it look really nice and stark. By contrast, the Nokia 8 is just a much less contrasting, much less visually pleasing image, and that doesn't really pull a huge amount of extra detail out. That said, it is less exposed and therefore produces slightly less noise. Still, overall, I prefer the shot from the OnePlus 5, and generally speaking, I'd say in video, the OnePlus 5 isn't quite as enjoyable to use as the Nokia 8. In photos, broadly speaking, the OnePlus 5 wins out.